Right. I think it's Arse Action 5. You might need a block, but you might not, because frankly that block's going to be too big for me. Okay, so this is just some sitting stuff, and we're going to come into a 90-90 sitting position. So what I do is this. I send my right leg out, so straight in front of me. So I'm looking forward, my right leg goes straight in front of me. And then when I look at my knee, I want a 90-degree angle at that knee. The shin therefore comes like it's, what is it? Straight. And then you've got a 90-degree angle at your ankle as well. A 90-degree angle at my fallula. So this is all if possible. Like lots of people find this really uncomfortable to just sit up. But if possible, if you look down at your fallula, straight big Jim and the twins, you've got a 90-degree angle there. So my left leg is going out to the side, and my left leg and my right shin are, my left thigh and my right shin are parallel. Then you've got another 90-degree angle on that back knee, and a bit of flexion on that foot. And then to start with, you're just trying to sit as upright as possible. So this is kind of glute stuff. It's also hip mobility. Like these 90-90 exercises are really useful ones to do if you've got tight hips, as well as if you want to build some glute stuff. So to start with, you're just trying to sit up as upright as possible. And then you could take your hands either side of your front knee and have a little go at coming down towards that front knee. So you come down and come back up. So come down. I call this the nodding dog. It makes me think of those Chinese dogs. I don't know why particularly. Anyway, and then if that is, oh, I've cramped my back leg already. I haven't done it for a while. Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? That's a shame when she's recording a video, but it's good for you to see. So if you immediately cramp, if you're a yoga teacher and you immediately cramp when you're showing someone the very first part of the move, you could just lean back and do a few windscreen wipers and then zhuzhy back into that 90-90. So basically you go hands-free and you come up and down in a nodding dog type scenario in a hands-free way. Boom. And then you could go down and stretch your arms out. You could have a little pause. And then you could come back up. Oh, yeah, so that's really making my back glute cramp for some reason, because it wouldn't normally. I'm going to have a little twist, I think, because it's still cramping. Doesn't bode well for the next part of the exercise, I'm not going to lie. Okay, not this bit. So then you can turn, so you do repetitions of that. What did we do? 3. I'd probably want to do 3 lots of, I mean, you're working up to 3 lots of 8. And then your right foot, so you can drop the hands either side of that. And again, you could go up and down from here. So for this, and maybe that's why I keep getting cramp, I've got a bit of a tight QL lower back muscle at the moment. So maybe that's what was going on there. So you can come up and down there. You can take the hands off. I'm trying to not hit the mic, but normally I put them on my heart center. So you're kind of nodding forward and coming back up, nodding forward, coming back up, and you might do the same thing. You might come forward and stretch your arms out for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh. You can also take your right hand to your knee and your left hand to your ankle on this front shin, and you could come straight forward and up and down like that. And again, a bit of sin mano, should you so desire. And then have a little hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, and then let's see what the hell's going to happen on this back leg. So the first thing we're going to do on this back leg is we're just going to come back and pick up the left foot, this back foot, and get a bit of rotation, internal rotation going on. I'm trying to keep my body as upright as possible. I'm fully aware that I'm having a lean and this is already cramping. So this is going to be really crampy for me today. So you hold it up, you have a go at that, and then you let go. And then you should really feel the muscle engage. So you're trying to keep the foot as up as you can. You're trying to keep yourself as upright as possible. And we'll have a little breathe there and maybe a count. Distracts us a little bit. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just before you put it down, really notice where it is you're getting the sensation there. Like what part of the muscle are you using? And then just pop it down. If you need to do those windscreen wipers because of the crampage, you can bang on a few of those. Okay. And then we're going to try this. Again, you're trying to keep yourself as upright as possible. So where your knee is, you're going to pick that back leg up and tap the heel down. And then you're going to pick the leg up and tap the knee down and try and have the foot up. And then you go again. So you go heel and knee. Heel. So you're externally rotating in that back hip, and then you're internally, I'm pointing my toe as I internal, and you're trying to keep, I'm fully aware I'm leaning and moving, but you're trying to keep your body as still as possible and lean as little as possible. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, keep myself upright. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, don't lean, leaning a lot, 1. Get yourself upright. Have a little twist round to the right, draw those shoulders back, breathe into the rib cage. And then this, I don't know why we're doing this really. This was from Drew Hume. The first time I did it, I was like, oh my goodness. Okay. You're trying to keep yourself upright. We're going to straighten this back leg. You're trying to not touch the block, and you're trying to get the inside edge of that back foot parallel with the block, right? So you pick the leg up and you extend it, and it cramps, and you bring it back down. You're fully aware that you had a right lean there. So we'll try again. Up, that wasn't even vaguely parallel. Let's try once more. Wow, that was a bit shit, wasn't it? Right. Windscreen wipers. I think what this shows you is, definitely shows me, that thing of you just don't know what your body's going to do today, and things are just different from day to day, and it's and it's that being kind thing, right? for whatever reason, I mean, I haven't done these for a while, so that's probably quite a significant reason. But for whatever reason, I found that there was quite a lot of sensation going on. Okay. So the other side, you come to 90-90 on your other side. You look down. Yeah, I mean, it's a swastika, right? So, and also it's the Buddhist symbol, which I just wish I could remember what it was called, because it's a much nicer thing to say than a swastika, but people do recognise the name swastika. Okay, hands either side of the front knee, and we'll have a little up and down from there to explore how stiff we feel. So you have a little nodaroo there, and then you can go without hands. I don't know how many we did. I think I said we did 3, but I'm going to do 5, I think. And then next time you go down, hold the hands out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, it's cramped. Oh, and like it was cramping all the time, but then sometimes, so I try and stay with a cramp, but sometimes it's just too much. Sometimes I'm like, no, that's not going anywhere, unless I come out of it and give it a bit of relief. So take your hands, oh, I'm very stiff. Take your hands, not judging that, just saying, either side of the front foot, and have a little go at coming up and down at a bit of a diagonal there. I do think it's my QL, actually. Getting quite a lot of sensation in my back, hips on each time. With hands, without hands. And then coming down, this is going to be a lot, I think. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, it was. And then let's straight forward, hand on the knee, hand on the ankle. Same, we'll do up and down with hands 5 times. And then take hands off 5 times. And then coming down 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, blimey. I'm just gonna windscreen wiper that out. And then coming back into our 90-90 as upright as you can. And we will bring that back foot up. To start with, you hold it. And then have a go at letting go. Did we hold this for 10? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. It's on. It's definitely on. 2 and 1. Sensation, sensation. And then the knee heel thing. So you're bringing the heel to where the back knee was. You're trying to be as upright as possible. She says leaning quite dramatically. And then you go knee, taps down and point the toe. So we did 10, 9, try and keep yourself upright. 8, God, I'm on a lean. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Look how leany I am. Boom. And then pop it back down. And then we've got the ultimate lean, the karate chop. So you put your block, if indeed you've got one and fancy it, and it runs along the same line as your leg and your knee, and then upright as possible. I might put my hand down and see if that's helpful. Well, I mean, it's definitely going to stop the lean, isn't it? It's just, okay, and then might not be able to do the move. Oh, didn't really stop the lean, did it? We did 3, didn't we? 2, wow. And 3. Oh, have a little twisteroo. I've gone round to the left. Boom. And then just bring yourselves to a crossed-legged position. Maybe take the block if you've got a block. It can be quite nice to just kind of walk the block away from you and get a bit of a stretch through the spine and through the hips. Try not to curl down, so keep trying to open the chest, draw the shoulders back. Bring yourself up, swap the cross. I've actually just got one leg in front of the other. I haven't actually got them crossed. Boom. There we have it. Arse Action 5. The 1990, like when I first started doing the 1990 stuff, I couldn't sit up. I mean, I know that I wasn't doing a great job at it today, but I actually couldn't sit up straight at all without using my hands, and it changes very quickly. The 1990 stuff is really effective for your hip mobility, as well as building a nice amount of strength in those glute muscles. I said enjoy in the last video, and as I said it, I was like, I wonder if enjoy is quite the right word. So experience is what I'm going to say in this one, and I'll see you on the next one.